Is the imputed righteousness of Christ imputed to us or infused in us? Take a listen to this clip from Paul Washer.
Being justified. Being justified. Now, I've heard preachers say, being justified means just as if I'd never sinned. No, that's not what it means at all. Being justified. Some people, and some sovereign grace people now, are going back to this, and it's a Catholic heresy. That justified means that God, when He saves a person, when that person believes in Him, that God makes them righteous so that they can live a righteous life. That's not what that means. When God justifies a man, He does not make that man righteous. Because if that man were truly made righteous, he would never sin again. To be justified does not mean that God makes the believer righteous. It is a forensic or legal term, and it means this. The moment someone truly believes unto salvation, God declares them to be legally right before Him.
Amen. Right.
He looks down and says, this person is right. Now, I want to go on to say something that is very, very important. I always tell people, you are saved not only because Jesus Christ died for you, you are saved because Jesus Christ lived for you. People say, oh yes, I know the resurrection is important. Well, yes, the resurrection is very important, but that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is this. To be saved, you must be more than pardoned from your sins. To go to heaven, you must be absolutely righteous. It's not just that you don't have any negative, it is that you have the very righteousness of God if you plan on standing in His presence. And who may ascend that holy hill? He who has clean hands and a pure heart. Someone who's righteous, and none of us qualify. But Jesus Christ, the Son of God, stepped out of heaven, took on the robe of humanity, and walked on this earth as a man. And He lived a perfect life. And the moment someone believes in Jesus Christ, they are not only pardoned of their transgressions by virtue of the cross, but that life that Christ lived perfectly before the Father is granted unto them. We have one here who is greater than Joseph. Joseph had a coat of many colors that he would not share with his brethren. But Jesus Christ, a coat of righteousness, and He clothed every one of His brothers in that coat. A greater than Joseph, a greater than Joseph. Justified, declared legally right with God.
So as you can see, God does not infuse Christ's righteousness into us, but declares us legally right before Him, justified freely, and reckons Christ's perfect life to our account. If Christ's righteousness was indeed infused into us, it would be impossible for us to ever sin again.